Hello. Hello, welcome to this live taste challenge, blind taste test. I'll do this before some interesting things come on television. I have two no age statement single malt Scotch whiskies. This is Glenglassaugh Evolution, introduced in 2012. It's 50% alcohol and it is aged in Tennessee whiskey barrels. Runs about $50 a bottle. I did see it on sale in the United Kingdom. They had it for $45, but then you had to order it, and it was $78 by the time it got to your house. So it's running about $50 if you find it in the US. But I got it for a great deal at Savannah Discount for a price that I won't mention the price because it seems like it's a lie, and I'm not lying. This is Jura Journey. This kind of sold out at Total Wine. They had it for $22. True story, $22. So I bought it. No age statement, 80%, 80 proof, 40% alcohol. 40% alcohol. Matured in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels. Jura Distillery Company, established in 1810 on the island of Jura. JuraWhiskey.com. So that was, like I said, that was the price, $22. Now, some other Juras they got over there for $109, and one was $150. So this is a good deal. But it's sold, it's gone. Like, I think they sold all the ones they had, and they don't have any more. But I mean, they'll probably get some more in one day. I bought this a couple of years ago. Foil cap. Glenglassaugh has a foil cap too. I don't know what happened to it. I might have dropped it in the other room. Gray cap. I think the proof should give it away, like 100 proof versus 80 proof. Ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels, ex-bourbon barrels. Is there going to be a big difference in flavor? I doubt that. Moisturize the cork. Be on the safe side. I've gone through too many dry rotted corks. Yeah, this is like the press board cork. The particles pressed together. And it's a plastic cap. It's a little cheaper, $22 versus $50. Is it really going to be $28 better? Well, the first, okay. They're both pretty light. Now, the Jura is gold, amber. The Glenglassaugh is lighter gold, just gold. I forgot to write in my notes that it's non-chill filtered and it has no color at its natural color. So let me put that in the notes in case somebody reads those notes. Aged in ex-Tennessee whiskey casks. Non-chill filtered. Natural color as they spell it. Okay. My experience with Jura has been very popular, very positive. I like the flavor. I love the flavor. I think it's a delicious single malt Scotch. You say, well, $22, it's a throwaway. It's trash. I'm sure it's trash. You can't be sure until you try it. Now, if you try it and it tastes terrible, then you could say, yeah, it's trash. But I tried it. My friend David tried it, and we both agreed that it tastes great. Let's see if I can find that little cap. It might have rolled somewhere. I have to look for it. It's not too important. It's just looks nice, but I don't need it. I've already lost one of those cap covers for another whiskey. It's somewhere in the house. Smell like cereal grain, namely malted barley, like a baked bread dough, a little bread crust, a little vanilla from the oak. Yeah, pleasant. Same. Maybe a little richer with the bourbon, but I mean, Tennessee whiskey is a type of bourbon. Don't tell the Tennessee whiskey people that, but I know what I'm talking about. Jura whiskey. Okay. So both smell fine, no issue there. So let's go with the taste because that's where it really matters. That tastes strong, man. That tastes strong, lady. It's just a strong, full flavor. It's got to be the 50% alcohol one. I think that's the clue that Glenglassaugh is tipping me off with. I got it wrong though the second time, so I'm not too confident. I said, oh man, I was going up against Tomatin. Well, Tomatin's 43% alcohol. This is 50, so it got me confused. I didn't know what to say except I'm wrong. This is like bread crust, and it's much milder. I mean, obviously, it's still a lot of alcohol, 40% alcohol. 40% of that whole volume is alcohol, pure alcohol. But it's mild, mellow, kind of simple. I guess simple is a bad thing. People will say, I watch a lot of videos, they'll say, well, it's not very complex. And I guess that's a fair thing to say. If you pay $200 for something, you would hope it'd be more complex and elaborate than something you pay $22 for. You would just think, we hope. We don't know. In this case, it's very simple, but it's pleasant, mild. There's no off flavors or aromas, no nastiness with it. I've been enjoying this Jura all the way halfway through the bottle, as you can see, halfway through. No complaints. Would I recommend it for $22? Oh, of course. Now, tasting notes. The aroma: vanilla, spice, citrus, and a hint of sea spray, followed by cinnamon, pears, pecans, or as we say in Louisiana, pecans, toffee fudge on the aftertaste. I have to tell you, I'm not picking up all of that, all that complex stuff, all that intricate stuff. I told you what it tastes like to me. I never pick up all these things they're talking about. Not to say they're lying. It's probably just I'm not equipped, don't have the ability and the skill set to do it, or the talent. Right. I don't see why anybody would take issue with this. Some people will tell me, oh, I can't stand Scotch. It's too peaty. It's too smoky. Well, some of it is. I don't know about too peaty or smoky in my case, but for some people, that's just an off-putting thing. But that's just a type of Scotch. Many Scotch whiskeys are not peaty at all, and they're not smoky at all. This one is not peaty or smoky. It's a little honey. So you really get honey and the brown bread, the white bread crust. Can't even remember all the stuff I read off that bottle. All right, so honestly, it just tastes more like just regular old whiskey. Could be American whiskey, Canadian, Irish, Scotch. It's kind of like across the board type flavor. What I know it was Scotch in a blind taste test. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody gave it to me cold and without knowing what it was, what I guess Scotch. I really don't know. I really don't know. How about this one? I mean, ex-Tennessee barrels. It tastes like sugar water, sweet, honey top bread crust is strong because it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol. That I would say, yeah, it must be a stronger than normal whiskey. But would I guess Scotch over the other things I said, Irish, Canadian, or American blended. I mean, I wouldn't guess it was bourbon. I'm not going to sit there and drink these and think, oh, that's straight bourbon. No, nothing else tastes like straight bourbon, okay? Because you get that charred oak barrel. That's a giveaway. Blended bourbon, well, you could get that confused because then you're only dealing with 51% straight bourbon or more. It could be more, but it has to be a minimum of 51. So that could be a problem. But yeah, these just taste like regular old run-of-the-mill whiskey, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Think about all the thousands of whiskey brands in the world, or just go to Walmart or Total Wine and More in Louisiana. Those both places sell liquor, and you can't. How you gonna try everything they have? Just like how you gonna try all this? Or just Winn-Dixie. Even their spirit section is pretty big. It's like you can't try all this. Look at this wall. Of course, at Winn-Dixie, I say I'm not trying any of it because it's too expensive. I don't know where they make money, but I don't know. I guess people just they stick to their store. You know, I'll go to Winn-Dixie. I'm not going anywhere else, and so they just get what they want. They get, you know, everybody else selling something for 23, they sell it for 29. If it's 45 everywhere else, they selling it for 53. But I shop around, and if I never go there because every time I go, same story. Now they'll have a sale. Sometimes they will run a sale, and it'll be a good deal. But beyond that, it's never a good deal without the sale. I got a sale today on wine over there, but that's what I'm saying. Regular wine, I wouldn't pay for it. Not the regular prices. So, do these stand out like unique? Oh no. Was it a good idea to take Glenglassaugh, bottle it at 50% alcohol, and have it been aged for who knows how many years in ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels? I think it was a fine idea. So nothing wrong with that. There's so many different variables you can bring into it. So there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to say it's a gimmick, okay, well, oh, all right. I guess it's all a gimmick. You want to do this, do that, do port barrels, rum barrels, mezcal barrels, tequila barrels. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like people sometimes will look at it like it's a moral thing, like that's morally wrong. Well, how's it morally wrong? It's just a different way of doing it. I mean, it may not be the traditional way, but we're new traditionalists. I don't produce any products. All right. Now, which of these do I prefer? Well, I'm more of an 80 proof guy. You know, I'm more in with the 40% alcohol, whiskey, brandy, rum, tequila, mezcal. Some people just like the lower proof. Doesn't make them good, doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them in between. Just it's what they prefer, and that's what I prefer. So in my preference area, I would go with the Jura. Not saying it's a better product. I don't think it is a better product. Any complaints against the Glenglassaugh? It's well, one complaint I don't like saying the word Glenglassaugh. It's hard to say it. Too many L's and G's. But as far as the flavor, body, aroma, finish, can't say nothing. Can't say anything bad about it. Just not for me. The proof's too high. Here's the. Oh no, never mind. That's the Jura bottle cap. I bet you that cap is somewhere on the floor around here. That Glenglassaugh. So very pleased with both. Very pleased with both. Both winners. Now, question of the hour. Is the Glenglassaugh $28 better? I could do a lot with $28 even with this JB inflation. I don't think I would pay the extra $28 to get the Glenglassaugh. But in my case, I told you I got an extraordinary deal on it at Savannah Discount in Marrero, Louisiana, which I'm not even going to mention, like I said, because it just seems too incredible. People might just say he's got to be lying. Like, no one can get whiskey for that price. So let's just say I got a great deal, but the normal price $50. So yeah, I would just go with the Jura. Honestly, I'll go with the Jura. In my case, it wouldn't matter because Total Wine doesn't have this. I checked their website. They don't even have this on their site. For whatever reason, they don't want to offer it. The Jura, you might see it in stock. I went there. When I went to buy the Jura, there was none on the shelf. And the guy was like, "Can I help you, sir?" Because they kind of like that over there. I guess that's a training. They're kind of busy about, "Can I help you?" Like every aisle you go in, "Hey, can I help you?" You know, I don't mind, but it's a little much. But I said, "Yeah, I was looking for Jura and it's not on the shelf." But the website said y'all had it. "Oh, let me go check." And he went in the back and they had it in the back. And he brought a case out, put it on the shelf. But if you went in there just looking and you saw it empty, you might just think that it's gone and leave. I would believe it now because I think it's sold out. But I could check their website again and see. Let me see. I know they're not going to have it though. Jura's website is nice, y'all, by the way. Look up jurawhiskey.com. It's very nice. Glenglassaugh looks kind of old tech, like it's an old type website, but it tells you what you need to know. Doesn't have to be all modern with, you know, any kind of, it's all text and photos. It's all, you know, it's just old. Okay, that's fine. They probably don't want to update it. Okay. Total Wine. Jura. Jura Scotch. Oh, Jura Journey. There you go. Ah, they do have it. Well, what do you know? They got it back in stock. Pick it up now. It's available right now on the shelf. But it went up $4. It went up $4. It might have been $22.49. It might have not been exactly 22. It's $26.49 now. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I bought it. When I bought it, I said, "There's no way that price is going to stay $22," and it didn't. It's not the lowest price I ever paid for single malt either. I've gotten some. Well, the Glenglassaugh is the lowest I ever paid. That's too much. That's too low. I don't know what's going on across the river over there, but I don't care because when I go there and I see prices like Chivas Regal Mitsunara, regular size bottle, not a sample bottle. Chivas Regal Mitsunara for, my hair is messed up ever since it got rained on twice today. Acid rain, probably. Chivas Regal Mitsunara, Japanese oak finished. Well, some of the whiskey finished in it. I got that for $17.99. 17. That's a blended Scotch. $17.99. Check the prices on that. You'll see what a great deal that was. Incredible. I'm almost finished. Oh, that's strong. Almost finished with that one. Got it. Man, if I get 3 more taste challenges out of that Mitsunara, I'd be surprised. I'm going to hate to see it go. I'd rather that over these two. I'm sorry to say. You say, but that's blended. These are single malts. Are you stupid? No, I just go with what I prefer. I love that Mitsunara oak. It tastes great. The Chivas Regal. Regular Chivas Regal is kind of bland. I would rather get these two over that. Regular Chivas Regal. Okay, so this is the, nothing wrong with Chivas Regal, except it doesn't have much flavor. I guess that's something wrong with it, huh? All right, can't hold a candle to the Buchanan's 12-year age. They're both 12-year age, but the Buchanan's Deluxe 12-year, oh, wipes it out. Wipes it out. Got it right. I'm really hoping that I only get one wrong, and I already got it wrong this morning, but I'm hoping there's no more failures. It's all wins, and that Glenglassaugh will shine through. Maybe not preferring it, I don't mean that, but getting it right every time. So, but I think I'm cheating in the sense that I'm going by the proof. if one should call that cheating, because that's part of the product. But that higher proof, that 50% alcohol, or you say 100 proof in the United States, 50% alcohol. It's kind of a telltale sign, like the telltale heart. I hear it beating in the wall. I can hear that whiskey beating through the wall. And it's really freaking me out. But anyway, that's about it. So we'll be back soon enough, hopefully, with another single malt taste challenge. Glenglassaugh versus another Glen. Got a lot of Glens in Scotland. Glenglassaugh versus Glenlivet. The Glenlivet Founders Reserve. That will not really be a challenge. I don't think so. I don't think the Founders Reserve's going to do. Oh, it's a nice tasting product. I just don't think it's going to get me confused. Like that 50% alcohol is going to overshadow it. Yes. Okay, thanks everybody.